Good morning, this is Mona, and this is my morning view. Today, spring edition 2025. Blue skies, few little puffy clouds. Wonderful, wonderful temperature, cool breeze. It's a nice day. Nice day. I think it'll stay a nice day. You know, we've had some weird, funky weather patterns going on, and they kind of are depicting the same weather patterns throughout the week. But for now, I'll take it. I'll take this. This is nice. All right, I'm still trying to wake up, even though I've been awake for several hours. But, it's springtime, and it gets to my eyes. And so a lot of times it makes me sleepy. It makes my eyes a little heavy. All right, today on my morning view, it is Tips Tuesday. Tips Tuesday! Hi, Poppers. She's out there checking out the corner. You can see her, the star of the show. All right. Tips Tuesday. So, I was thinking about Fridays. Feisty Friday. Last Friday's Feisty Friday. And what I had alluded to. So, if you haven't seen that, you can go back and watch that at any time. On Facebook, you can watch it for about 30 days after it's live. However, I am uploading those onto YouTube. YouTube, Mona E. Harrison. So at Mona E. Harrison, go there right after this live and hit subscribe. Right there. You hit subscribe. Get the notifications. You'll know when I'm coming live. I attempted to go live yesterday on my short. I tried to do a short, and it just, the tech was not there. So I'm missing yesterday's short. So anyways, these that I do on Facebook will be uploaded onto YouTube tonight or tomorrow, and there you will be able to watch them at any time. YouTube isn't taking them down. As of yet, Facebook is only giving you 30 days for live. So I have 9 years of lives here on Facebook that I have to upload and go over to YouTube. But for right now, we're just doing the daily, giving you one day at a time, Monday through Friday, my morning view, free content, and you can go there and just peruse my videos at any time. All right, so last Friday, I did a live about, for Feisty Friday, it was honor, don't expose your father's nakedness. Now, that was not talking about your naked father, okay? It's what that kind of means at this time. So, in the beginning of that phrase, it alludes to Noah when he was in, he had made a vineyard, and he consumed a little too much of his vineyard and was naked in his tent. He wasn't naked walking through outside the tent for everybody to see. He was naked in his tent. And his son Ham had walked in on him and saw his nakedness. So he goes out and he tells his brothers, hey, Dad has had too much hooch, and he is naked in his tent. And the brothers honored their father. They took a blanket. They walked in backwards so they would not see his nakedness, and they covered him. And because of that, Ham's descendants were cursed. Now, I did not talk about that on Friday, but I did talk about the phrase, don't expose your father's nakedness. So, I may go further into that one, but this is what I was thinking this morning when I was thinking of that, because of a conversation that I was having yesterday about Feisty Friday. So I brought it back to my memory on Memory Monday. And so what happened is I'm thinking about honoring people, as in what I was talking about on Friday. Again, go watch that video. The acronym THINK. Think. It's what you should think before you speak. So, think, let's see if I can get these. Is it true? is it true? That's number one. There's a lot of things true that should not be spoken, but the number one of think is true. H, help. Does it help? Does it help if I speak this? There are times that things are true, and if you speak them to the right people, it helps. So sometimes there's some bad things that happen, and those have to be spoken, but to the right people, not just to anybody. Okay? So, from there, does it help? See, Japheth and Shem and Japheth walked in backwards. They didn't go and speak the true thing that Ham spoke, but they helped by going and placing that there. That is why it is in the Word. It's not exposing Noah's nakedness. When Moses wrote this all down in the Pentateuch, he wasn't exposing Noah's nakedness in the sense that Ham had exposed his nakedness. What he's doing is helping by saying what he said, saying what was true, in order to help us in our present time and day, in order to figure out how we are to respond to certain circumstances and things. So T, true, H, help. I, does it inspire? Does it inspire? Talking about Noah's nakedness was not inspiring. Not in the least bit. So if you want to inspire somebody, make sure it's true. Make sure it's helpful. You don't want to always inspire people if it's not going to be helpful. And you're wondering, when would it not be helpful to inspire someone? Well, sometimes some people are thinking of themselves as all that and a cup of cream cheese. All right. So, I have a lot of those little phrases, and I change them from time to time. I think that one was a new one. All right, so they think too much of themselves. And when you inspire them, what happens is it builds their ego even more. But to those that need inspiration, to those that may be questioning, am I good at this? Am I okay with this? Should I do this? Inspiring people to do things that is good, that will lift them up, that will help others, that will bring a better life to this planet. Inspiring. It only takes. I always say the Dr. Seuss book. When a bug went ka-choo. And that's for the good and for the bad. So you do something bad and there's effects that happen, a domino effect that happens with that. And the same thing with the good. So when good happens, there's a domino effect with the good. And so inspiring just one person could cause a domino effect that can help the entire earth. All right, so inspiration. So true, helpful, inspiring. The next one is N, necessary. Is it necessary to say it? Do you need to say what is going to be said? Because if you don't need to say it, don't say it. And the last one is K, kind. Is it kind? Most things that come out of our mouth are not kind. That includes writing on social media. That includes saying stuff to our friends. That includes how we speak to our spouses, to our children. So is it kind? They say that Socrates is the one that said, if it's true, is it necessary, and is it kind, is what you should think before you say something. But in more modern times, we have changed it to the acronym THINK. It is not anything that I have created in this speech. Most of the things that I talk about are not from my own head. They're just memories and thoughts that I have learned along the way. And this is one of those things that I have learned along the way, and I still continue to learn because sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget to go through the think process before I speak. Because a lot of times I'm quick to speak. And what does the Bible say? Slow to speak, slow to anger, right? So when I speak quickly, I do not always go through those true, helpful, inspiring, necessary, kind. I don't go through that list because I'm just quick to speak. And we shouldn't be quick to speak. We should pause before we speak. Now, I know a lot of times when you're in a conversation with people, if you pause for a second or two, what happens? Somebody else jumps into the conversation with what they want to say. And they will go on as if you are done with your sentence. It's okay. Let them finish and then say, I'd like to add to what I was saying. That's all. I'd like to add to what I was saying. So when people are quick to jump in and then you feel like you've lost your opportunity, because I've done this. There's been times when I did not speak quickly and somebody else jumped in and then they rattled on for another half hour and I sat there going, please don't forget your thought. Please don't forget your thought. And then it's like, well, not for nothing. Maybe if God wants me to say it, I'll remember it. Okay? There are times when I just forget my thought because that's what's going on with my brain presently, but not forever, because my brain's getting better and better every day. So with this THINK acronym, you pause, you take your time, you think about it, you run through the list, and then if it's still a green light, you say it. If it's not, at any portion of those, you don't have to say it. You don't have to. And if, there's questionable, is it necessary? Is it inspiring? Okay, maybe it's not inspiring. Maybe it's not necessary. But it hits all the other things. You can or may not have to say it. It's not a have to. It's do you want to or not? You have a choice with this. This isn't set in stone. Oh, don't say things if it doesn't follow the list. But if it follows most of the list, then it's a green or yellow light. It's a green light if it has all of them. If it's got a couple, it's yellow. Go with caution. Go with caution. But if it has some things on it, especially if it's not true, especially if it's not kind. See, it's bracketed in that T and that K. So the T and the K are bracketed, and so therefore, if it doesn't fit within those two bookends, don't say it. It is a red light right there. Red light. Either one of those. If it's not kind or if it's not true. Not both. One or the other. Don't say it. Wait until you can get a yellow light or a green light. Preferably green light. That would be the way to go. This is Tips Tuesday. I'm giving you the tip. Wait for the green light. And so, therefore, if you are feeling like you don't ever get to speak, it's okay. Because guess what? The ones that don't speak a whole lot, there's usually a lot of wisdom in that. All right? Okay, that's all I got for you today on Tips Tuesday. Thank you, Bill, for watching. Thank you, Vicki, for watching. Again, go over to YouTube, Mona E. Harrison. Hit subscribe, and that way you will be able to watch my videos as Facebook is taking them down after 30 days. All right. Blessings, everybody. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow for Wonderful Wednesday. Bye.